Stellar Lumens just became one of my biggest bags in cryptocurrency. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why I think Stellar Lumens should be on your radar if you are a serious crypto investor. I'm also going to look at the price predictions I have for XLM going forward into this year, into next year. So guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit subscribe, let's get on with it. So over on Stellar is an open network for storing and moving money. It's essentially a solution for cross-border payments between small businesses and individuals. And as someone who lives overseas, I understand the importance of being able to send payments cross-border. Now, it's basically the same tech as XRP. While XRP is currently suffering due to its investigation by the SEC into whether or not it's a security, and we're going to see the SEC doing more and more of this within cryptocurrency, Stellar doesn't seem to be suffering from the same issues. And this is essentially why I'm very interested in it. It's also found over here at stellarchain.io. And this gives us a lot of information on Stellar Chain. Stellar currently ranked number 30, and you will probably understand if you've been watching this channel, if you are subscribed, as well as being in my Telegram, which is free and linked down below, that I like to have the majority of my bag sat in top 50 coins, but without being sort of too heavily stacked into the top 10 where I don't see a huge amount of growth. In the top 50, I see a good ratio between risk and reward. Now, what I like about this is we can see in the blockchain data, we've got 7.2 million total accounts. This is a blockchain that's being used. It's being used by a huge amount of people, and this shows us that when the market starts to pick up again, not only can it perform well, but also has a huge amount of vested interest. We see the market cap currently sat at $2.2 billion, again, not too big, and a trading volume of $62 million in 24 hours. Obviously, we've seen Bitcoin picking up recently, and crypto itself looking fairly exciting. Now, when it comes to crypto, if you're in the right circles of cryptocurrency, that means you're attending all the different events, then you'll understand that the actual network of different people within the upper echelons of crypto is actually pretty small. And they do tend to recognize each other for kind of the use cases of their projects and just overall have a kind of respect for each other within different communities. And these people circulate in fairly small circles, and Stellar have been recognized as being a leader in the space. They've joined the CFTC's Global Market Advisory Committee as one of 4 crypto organizations. And as we go forward, we're going to see more regulation coming in from the SEC, but also from crypto regulatory boards as well. And the CFTC is one of those because it's showing that the crypto community has recognized the Stellar Development Foundation. Something here that shows up as being really important, something that could potentially build some steam behind Stellar project. As part of the committee, SDF will highlight the role of stablecoins in the digital asset markets and the real-world use cases, including leveraging stablecoins in the delivery of humanitarian aid. Now, you may have donated to different charities in the past, and while a lot of these charities might be above board, unfortunately, a lot of the ways in which the aid or the financial aid is delivered kind of has some kinks in it, and a lot of it does get siphoned off the top by a lot of corrupt individuals in various places. And that's very, very unfortunate because it means that the aid is never actually delivered to who it's meant to be delivered to. But if you have the ability to conduct cross-border payments directly to individuals in certain countries, then this removes a lot of that corruption. And it also helps individuals who are really in need. And that's something that I really like about this project. Not only do I see this as a good investment, but I also think that they're doing something good for the world. Now, as we jump across to the chart, similar story to sort of what we've seen in a lot of different cryptocurrencies more recently. You know, if we zoom out, then we see the bigger picture and we know exactly probably what we should be doing right now. If we're zooming in and looking at like 1 hour timeframes and whatever, it can be a bit confusing. But if you're looking to buy on spot and you're looking to buy longer term, then you're not going to go far wrong, in my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, investing in a good cross-section of the crypto market right now, which XLM is a significant part for me. Now, what we can see back to the highs that we've seen in the past bull markets, we can see effectively an 8x here, which is obviously great. And now you're going like, oh, well, what about Gala and all these coins that will do like a 20x, 30x? They might do. You're right. But it's not necessarily about that. Those are smaller coins and they do therefore have higher risk. So part of my portfolio is dedicated to slightly lower risk assets that still can deliver me an 8x. But I actually think that we could see this market blowing up this year. But I actually think that moving into 2024, we could see this token hitting at least towards $2. Now you're probably wondering, well, why have I got into XLM right now? Well, XLM, as you can see, has been kind of a bit choppy and is actually really not seeing a significant pump towards the upside like we've seen in Bitcoin, and this leaves it very undervalued. Now I would have liked to have been getting in to it down here, obviously, but I'm still kind of happy. I think we basically have seen the bottom in this area through here, so we've got a nice opportunity to be loading up. And we jump across and look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been obviously rallying up aggressively, and when we see this, Bitcoin takes the limelight. But we will see Bitcoin starting to cool off, and when Bitcoin cools off, I think money is going to flow into the altcoins, as we tend to see in most markets. And what we can see Bitcoin has been doing is been moving up in this rising narrowing wedge, whatever you want to call it. Ultimately, it did break towards the downside, and I did talk about this in the Inner Circle or my Telegram group, link down below in the description, just before it happened. Now, so effectively identified the direction that the hype is going, but get in before the hype. Now, I've actually been following Jerry Banfield's crypto channel recently. He's got some excellent information on there, and he tipped me off about Google Trends XLM, and XLM has been doing something very interesting. Where we've seen rest of the crypto market being pump and dump, we've actually seen XLM over the last 12 months staying fairly steady. Yeah, there's been a slight decline in interest, but you can see that we're starting to pick up now. And once we kind of picking back up, then I think we're going to see an influx of investment into XLM. I do think this is a very exciting time. If you've been getting in recently, just dollar cost averaging into good quality projects, pretty much what I am doing. And as I've already mentioned, guys, get into my Telegram link down below if you want to find out more about what I'm buying, when I'm buying. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. Now, looking into Fairdesk, you can get a $35,000 deposit reward. Yes, up to $35,000 worth of reward for various different tasks. Obviously, you've got to deposit through the link down below in the description and then do some trading tasks. But don't worry, if you're new to trading and you don't know how to trade, then you can go and copy trade. And copy trading allows you to copy experienced traders in order to profit when they profit. And you can do that with just a few clicks of the button. Obviously, not without its risk, guys. So don't use money that you can't afford to lose, because if there's an off day in the markets, then potentially traders might get caught out, and you'll get caught out as well if you are following them. Subscribe down below, hit the like button for me. Thanks very much, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye-bye.